Huawei's Nova 7i and the Redmi Note 9 Pro are pretty hot right now. These are the two most popular mid-rangers at the moment. These phones share a lot of similarities which may lead the buyers to a lot of confusion. If camera is going to be your primary reason for picking one of these devices, this video is all you need to make your decision. Welcome to the Huawei Nova 7i and the Redmi Note 9 Pro camera comparison. If you are new here, do hit the subscribe button, press the bell icon and thumbs up if you find this video useful at some point. Starting with the Nova 7i first, we get 4 rear cameras on this handset, with the main camera being a 48 megapixel sensor, and 8 megapixels ultra wide, 2 megapixels macro and 2 megapixels depth sensor is also there. This handset on the front has a 16 megapixels shooter. On the Nova 7i we get Huawei's in-house camera sensor coupled with Huawei's own HiSilicon Kirin 810 7nm chipset. Note 9 Pro on the other hand comes with 4 cameras as well. The main shooter here is a 64 megapixels ISO bright cell GW1 sensor and 8 megapixels ultra wide, 5 megapixels macro and 2 megapixels depth camera is also there on this handset. This phone also has a 16 megapixels camera on the front. The main 64 megapixels camera of the Note 9 Pro is coupled with the Qualcomm Snapdragon 720G chipset's image processing. Looking at the camera applications, first of all, both are feature rich, but the Nova 7i's application is a bit difficult to navigate through. Redmi Note 9 Pro's 64 megapixels capture mode appears here on the front, but the Nova 7i's 48 megapixels mode can be enabled by going into the settings only. Both handsets have portrait, night mode, slow motion and macro modes. Redmi Note 9 Pro shoots super slow-mo at 960 fps apparently, but the Nova 7i is limited to 480 fps. Remember that in real both phones should capture around 240 fps only. Higher than this is going to be a mere gimmick. Redmi Note 9 Pro can also do 4K at 30 fps or 1080p at 60 fps videos from its rear camera, but the Nova 7i is limited to 1080p at 30 fps once again. Both handsets also have a Pro Video and Pro Photo mode which has similar options, but the Note 9 Pro can shoot raw images too. As far as the camera app features are concerned, the Redmi Note 9 Pro definitely has a more versatile application. First of all, I am going to show you images taken in the 48 megapixels on the Nova 7i versus the 64 megapixels on the Note 9 Pro. I will also show you the normal mode counterparts of the same images so that you know which mode on both phones is going to suit you the best. Do not get confused when you see similar images because they will be coming from two different modes. First things first, the Nova 7i has an outright advantage when it comes to the colors. This handset has a very good color reproduction. These colors are definitely boosted as compared to the slightly dull images produced on the Note 9 Pro. But as we zoom in, we find that the Nova 7i lacks details in its high resolution and normal images too, which is where the Redmi Note 9 Pro takes the lead. The dynamic range of the Nova 7i is also better and it's producing saturated images throughout, whereas the Redmi Note 9 Pro struggles while balancing between the dark and the bright areas of the images. But when you have the images with such good details, the post-processing can be done, which is what you may not be able to do on the detail-less images of the Nova 7i. Having better details also gives the Redmi Note 9 Pro an advantage of producing a very good edge detection. Having that color boost in the images is a good idea, but believe me, there are going to be the situations when this color boost will mess up the images. The yellowish or the warm images of the Redmi Note 9 Pro also have to do with its camera sensor. Samsung's camera sensor generally produces warm images, and I believe that is what's happening here as well. As far as I have seen, a great percentage of the users incline towards the Huawei handsets because of the color production, and Huawei attracts it more by adding that fake color boost, which ultimately results in a less sharp and low detailed image. Another downside of the Redmi Note 9 Pro's camera is its inability to maintain highlights and the shadows. In some situations, it just blows some parts of the images, be it the highlights or the shadows. The phone struggles greatly. The ultra-wide camera on both the handsets is horrible. I wish to see a day when we get good ultra-wide cameras on mid-range and low-end phones, but I believe that is not going to happen anytime soon. But for what we have right here on the screen, the Nova 7i still produces better colors, while the Redmi Note 9 Pro totally loses it in the ultra-wide mode. Taking a look at the indoor images also shows us the color boost of the Huawei Nova 7i, which is making it lose the details. On the other hand, the Redmi Note 9 Pro seems to be doing a great job while maintaining those details with a very sharp image. Otherwise, Huawei still manages to take impressive overall images because they look better. I could not exactly take images in extreme darkness to test the night mode, but here is what I could do. Both phones differ greatly when it comes to non-night mode and the night mode images. Redmi Note 9 Pro goes towards a dull side once again, while the Nova 7i maintains saturation, sharpness, details, and overall tone of the image. I cannot really find a lot of noise here on both the images. Maybe a very dark situation will bring in noise, but at the moment I am not getting any noise issues on these images. In the macro mode, I found the Redmi Note 9 Pro doing a very good job. Cameras have been getting better over time. Taking a look at the selfies now, the Nova 7i produces natural skin tone, and skin tone options can be further changed in the camera app settings while you take the selfies. Getting that background blur on this phone can be a bit tricky, as it does not produce the background blur by simply turning on the portrait mode. You have to enable the effect, while the Redmi Note 9 Pro blurs the background by default in its portrait mode, and this is how it should have been on the Nova 7i too. But I think Huawei could not resist making the things a bit complex here. The selfies coming out of the Note 9 Pro are too much beautified. Depending on your personal preference, you can increase or decrease the beautification on both the handsets. Edge detection for the selfies is somewhat similar. Nova 7i produces more saturated selfies as compared to the Note 9 Pro. When it comes to the videos, there are good things with both phones, and both phones disappoint too. For example, Redmi's stabilization is horrible. Huawei does not have 60 FPS or 4K. Redmi has better details in the video with a warmer tone. Nova 7i has low details and a better dynamic range with a cool tone. To shoot good videos on both handsets, you would need a gimbal and very good lighting conditions. Both phones can do ultra-wide videos in the 1080p at 30 frames per second too. And the look of the videos remains the same here as well. Take a look at the front camera videos now. And now you're looking at the video comparison between the Huawei Nova 7i and the Redmi Note 9 Pro. Now both phones can capture 1080p at 30 frames per second videos from the front cameras. And let me know which phone's mic recording quality are you finding better between these two. These phones do not have any stabilization for the front camera. Let me show you around to give you an idea about the colors and the background and dynamic range in the video. This brings us to the conclusion of this video. Huawei's camera is good but lacks some basic features in this price tag. This phone should have had 4K and 1080p at 60fps video recording. Color reproduction choice depends on the users. If you like color boost in the images, Nova 7i is what you want, and if you like better details and better sharpness, Redmi Note 9 Pro is what you want. Even if the camera is the only primary purpose for you to get one of these phones, other factors will still come into the scene, including the lack of the Google Play Store and services on the Nova 7i. If I was given a choice between these phones, I would still go with the Redmi Note 9 Pro because colors can be corrected as we rely on filters for most of our phone photography. I would prefer relying on filters to get better colors over not having the Google Play services in my smartphone. That's all from my side. Share your thoughts in the comment section below. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button and thumbs up. With that said, I will sign off and I will see you in the next video.